me by saying just one or two things. And our brother says that I have been given the principles of textual criticism, apply the method correctly. I would have liked to have heard him give us his. Since I stick to the ones that are found in every textbook in the United States, I'd like to hear his. It must be quite unique. Well, as I quoted you about the long reading and the short reading, I found any book on textual criticism put of anybody, including the faculty that taught him. But if he has some new stuff I don't know about, I'd like to hear them. I'd like to have them given to me. I'd be glad to give them to you. All right, now this one here. I guess hold this one up. Okay. These are the reasons why I do not accept. You can help yourself, free country, I'm in favor of that if I have to. I do not accept the NIV because of the motive for publishing. The motive for publishing was supposed to update something that had been done 73 times before. Number two, attacks against the veracity of God, which I gave you 3 examples which weren't discussed. Number 3, the wrong Greek text for the foundation. The Greek text used for that foundation is called an Alexandrian text. It comes from Alexandria, Egypt. It's called that in Nessels. It's called that Mount Messer. They come from Egypt. What's Egypt a type of in the world, folks? Yeah. What's Egypt in the Bible? It's the world. Who would go down there looking for manuscripts? Not one New Testament writer wrote anything in Egypt. Egypt contains no original autographs of anybody. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, James, Jude, Paul, none of them was from there. Why did you look there? The disciples were first called Christians at where? That's in Syria. That's a Syrian Byzantine text that comes right up through there in your King James Bible. Those are 2 separate lines of Bibles, 2 separate lines of text that bear 2 separate kinds of fruit. These here are Alexandria. They're Africa. They go from there to Rome. They produce Mexico, Spain, South Ireland, and Italy. By their fruits you shall know them. I reject the NIV because they refuse to translate the Greek manuscripts they recommend. They did not publish the Apocrypha as part of the Old Testament, even though they knew it was in the manuscripts they used. I reject it because they practiced all the things they said were wrong when they authorized murder. Now, we didn't have time to go on that, but I had a nice little list over there. It started so, translated 6 different ways, while complaining about the King James translating Pascha as Pascha as Easter. I have some nice little goodies over there on Pornaya, translated 5 different ways, after complaining about the lack of uniform translation of the King James, some other things. In closing, Psalm 12 says the Lord are purified, tried in the furnace of earth 7 times. Thou wilt keep and not preserve in this generation and henceforth forever. You'll not find that in the NIV. The NIV doesn't say that God preserved His words at all. The NIV in Psalm chapter 12 turns that verse around, so the preservation has nothing to do with what God said. By a copy and read it. There are 7 languages that book shows up in. Hebrew, Old Testament, Aramaic, portion of the Old Testament, Northern Daniel chapter 2, Daniel chapter 7. Greek New Testament, the first major translation is Old Syriac, Old Latin, German Reformation, English, 7 times. When the world is a Greek-speaking world, you have a Greek receptus. When the world is a Latin-speaking world, you have a Latin receptus. When the Reformation comes to Germany, you have a German receptus. When the Bible goes to the moon, you have an English receptus. 7 times. 7 times. Thou wilt keep them from this generation and preserve them henceforth forever. Amen. The antecedent of this generation in Psalm 12 is the 7th time they're purified. Amen. One little nugget to close with. Adolf Hitler has an ID card. It's an Austrian. The Nazi party is an Austrian party, not a German party. Comes out of Austria. I got a photograph of Adolf sitting in his first Nazi party, and I've got his ID card. His ID card has a funny number on it. It's 555. 5 in that book is the number of death from Adam right on through. Chapter 5, they die. I mean, the order is 5 for 5 when they get killed. Christ has 5 pieces of clothes and 5 holes in it. You know what 666 is, don't you? 666? You know what that is, don't you? You know what completion is, don't you? 777? You know what new is in the Bible, don't you? 8's the number of something new. You know what you got? God's got a computer system working out. These are European conquerors. Why winding up, Christ taking over, new heavens and new earth, and since there are 9 fruits of the Spirit, and the woman's gestation period is 9 months, and Abraham's 99, his wife is 90 when they get fruit of life from the dead. 999, it's perfect fruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, and 1, and 1. And 6. Guess what? Heaven and earth. Watch it. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not. Amen.